Так, сейчас я на 5 секунд АФК. Да, я видел, что стримак дропался. Вроде встал. Так, все, я здесь. Так, стрим вроде живой.
Detective, this might not be.
Так, можно пока пойти позвонить.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
I got friends who work at the exam. How about 5 days?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red
О,
Lincoln Continental.
еда подъехала.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton,
William Shelton.
738 West Temple Street.
Thank you.
Окей.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Водилом.
And I thought this was such a nice area.
Так. Оп, газетка.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Ну не знаю, сомнительная вот эта фигня с этим докторишкой. Блять. На ту кнопку нажал. Да не хочу я это смотреть.
Courtney, come in.
Блять, скипнуть нельзя.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications?
Так это ж все прототипы реальных людей, актеров.
Many of their addictions are illegal.
Это ж не рисованные
Many
челики.
things in life are gray, Courtney.
Это все
What they on the
взятые с
surface
реальных
appear
людей.
to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Тут чё? Опа!
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Ну все. Картишки, подпольное казино. Просто имею в виду в кино. Ну, возможно, в каких-то старых фильмах. Ну, у всех, в принципе, у американцев довольно... Не-не-не. Довольно схожая внешность между собой.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Опа, миссис Паттисон.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Что-то сомнительно.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Главный герой, кстати, какой-то сериальный актер. Да, я когда после первого прохождения что-то чекал, смотрел, но там такие сериалы не очень популярные вроде бы.
Do you know the victim?
Такие прям супер-супер
Lester Patterson.
специфические.
He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No, he came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Сейчас зачекаю. Сейчас посмотрю, может там какой-то сериал довольно знакомый, популярный. Актер Фелпс. Аарон Стейтон. Ну, что-то я вот сейчас его фильмы смотрю. Август Раш, если только из фильмов слышал. Нарко. Нарко это ж, по-моему, про этого. Как его? Как же этого челика звали? Ну ладно, хрен с ним. Во, про Эскобар, да. Заповедник, телеведущая. Дневник няни, обустраешь. Ну что-то... А, ну Castle Rock это ж вроде хоррор какой-то. Мистик хоррор. Я его планировал как-то смотреть, но потому что передумал, и сериал вроде закрыли без этого. Без продолжения, с открытым таким сюжетом оставили.
I'm here all day. You want information, I'm your guy.
Подслушанная
A
40 баллов.
witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's
Да.
nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Ну, я вообще, в принципе, не очень люблю начинать смотреть сериалы, которые еще не до конца сняты. Хотя у меня сейчас в планах один сериал про больницу посмотреть.
You know what they were fighting about, Lynch. Stop lying to me.
So now you know what I know? You a mind reader now?
Да тут ссора такая была, ты явно должен.
I thought
Нет.
not. You want to accuse me of anything else now?
Наверное, сомнения.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Серики досмотрю только когда заходят, ну... Я вот, у меня есть любимый сериал «Скорая помощь». Я его 3 раза смотрел, но в первые разы... Там, последний сезон уже не шибко интересный, но... Там до 10-го, когда еще все особо популярные персонажи есть, тогда интересно смотреть.
Broadcasting from Los Angeles, California, this is KTI Radio. And now, news from Michigan.
Polish girls arrive at Montreal, Canada in a post-war labor experiment by a Canadian industrialist. The girls are part of a group of 100 who will work in a rayon mill at Saint-Georges-de-Beauce.
Так, съездим к Патисону. То, как правило, лучше никакой серии до конца не посмотреть, потому что все серии, которые я смотрел, в конце не стоит его власти приходят. Ну, кстати, я довольно скептически относился к теории Большого Взрыва, а потом, как посмотрел, вообще топ. И последние серии довольно крутые были. Не довольно такие драматичные. Да, вообще, в принципе, если сериал изначально норм, то и концовка весьма будет хорошая. Исключением, наверное, только это. Lost. Остаться в живых. Концовка, конечно, мега кал после 3-го сезона. Это кошмар какой-то превратился. Шизоидный. О, машина пропала. Я ситкомы не люблю, я со смеха на фоне кринжа и все. Ну слушай, в теории Большого Взрыва не так жестко этот задний смех появлялся. Ну, Игра Престолов мне понравилась. Я не знаю, что все так хейтят концовку. Нормально.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Игра престолов топ, кроме ласт сезона. Ну, хз. Мне последний сезон тоже понравился. Весьма неплох. Меня только от Халиси бесило и все.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car.
Я
and
даже
now
рад,
he's
что ее
dead.
грохнули в конце.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in 44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna.
Опа.
I'm Leroy Sabo.
Лерой Сабо.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't
Да у него живот пробитый
What's your
был.
relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Да, давай. Так, наезд на пешехода.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to
неужели?
believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. Kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
Я концовки хочу, потому что... спасибо, спасибо. Придумал всякую хуйню в стиле типа Короля Ночи. Думали, что Мартин это всех книг несет и закончит как надо. А он не стал, и они решили как-то это исправлять. И в итоге сцена со смертью Короля Ночи одна из самых смешных сцен в кино, которая еще, к слову, с индийского кино 1-1 с Пизином. Но в целом... Ну и в целом мне понравилось лучше понять теорию реальности. Ну, не знаю, все так хейтят это убийство. Еще похер. Ну это же типа фэнтези, фантастика или что там, какой жанр фэнтези, по-моему. Если хер, что там придумают как-то его убить. Ну да, были парочка моментов типа таких кринжовых, когда постоянно Джон Сноу умирает, потом, блять, оживает, его кинули в сугроб, он умер. Там живили через труп или еще что-то.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
Да, давай.
We were always arguing. So what?
Так, что она сказала? Вы ссорились в баре, а потом на тротуаре.
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Так, тут картишка.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue
Срочно
immediately.
прибыть в морг.
Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Окей.
Thanks, man.
Окей. Так, сейчас глянем, что там за видик. Красиво. Изи. Неплох. Этот парень неплох.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Ебать.
Робин Уильямс.
Как Робин Уильямс заставил весь мир смеяться и плакать. Не, спасибо. Ну, умер он потешно. Умер он потешно. Ладно, нахуй ты стучишь. Ну, не знаю, я в итоге-то, ну, в положительных эмоциях остался от Тирика. Единственное, было пару персонажей, которые меня максимально бесили. Это мамаша Ланнистер. Мамаша Ланнистер и Тхалиси. И все. Остальных персонажей я очень любил. Ну, в частности, двух Ланнистеров. И этого дружка Ланнистера, который типа наемником был, не помню, как его зовут. Довольно такой прикольный персонаж. Я очень рад, что он не умер. Да, Воу, Брон. Топовый персонаж.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Брона внешку взяли для командира Нильфгасского гарнизона в начале Ведьмака 3. Начальник 1.1. Как он выглядит? Возможно. Либо просто похоже, тот же актер снимался. Блять, дерево.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this.
No.
Don't let that asshole get away.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
У тебя машина уже горит, чел.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Show me your hands.
О, нифига, я через телек прошел.
How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to
Мужчина и
him.
женщина
I
стоят.
thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead. Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Так, и где он? Таинственное исчезновение.
You drive. I need to go
Давай
over
ты
the case notes.
отвезешь.
Fine. Where are we headed?
А, блин, надо было сначала к дому Шелтона переться, а потом к Паттисонам. Блин, ладно. Что-то я затупил. Ладно. Так, что тут? Документики какие-то.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
Опа!
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
Жесть. Вот так вот и доверяй людям. Так, сейчас опять всякие отойду. Хорошо, вкусно покушали, витаминки выпили. Продолжим. Так, нам надо в дом Паттисона. Так, это далеко или нет? А, блин, нам направо.
3-3
633 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Oh, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Так, что скажут?
You've spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand jury.
Nice of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up.
bases covered, baby.
I have nothing to do
you
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
Чат
Lorna?
писнет.
Man, shoot him. Shoot him for God's sake.
На, блядь. А труп пропал, кстати, а не. Санта-Барбара. Блядь, куда он? Опа. Давай, прыгай.
Are we gonna make a bargain or what?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Help me.
Да.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Так мы ж не здесь его убили.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Ну такое. Довольно паршиво вроде дело прошло. Блестящ. Еще один визит в кафе, и вы узнали, что Лерой готов на все, лишь бы избежать тюрьмы. Да хуй знает. Блять, тут еще это последовательность, когда лучше к кому чему заезжать. Прокол. Slip of tongue.
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Okay.
One of these days.
Угнанный автомобиль, занять отдельно.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe it.
How long is this going to take?
Давай, Бековский. Вот сука. 5 лет строгача.
They're calling her the Dahlia. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
Case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
О, это, видимо, про этого, про серийного убийцу.
Terrible enough being murdered like that without having your death strewn all over the front pages.
Ладно, едем. Вторая стрит 6.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Да, меня больше меня жмыхает.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Да у него бы колесо уже оторвало слово. Бля, у меня до сих пор инфа о доходе с подписчиков не обновилась. Мне их вообще нету. Может, она там больше недели обновляется. Или больше. Может, месяц.
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Это салон Кумпса, 2 стрит, 528. Чек 11.01, 47. Марка Крайзер, модель Манхэттен. Цена 2400, прочее. 50, зажигалка 1. Всего 2450, 90. Чек на продан подержанный автомобиль Фрейзер Манхэттен.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Там нужно 100 баксов иметь в доходе, чтобы вывести, и при этом у тебя еще комиссия схавает и налог. Жесть, ты уже бабло будешь выводить, ну это круто. А большой налог? Сколько? Процентов 13? Или сколько?
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
Автомобильная Калифорния, сертификация права собственности. Клифф Харрисон, стрит, регистрированный Клифф Харрисон.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
В смысле удивлен? Ты довольно популярен. Ну, в узком кругу, но популярен, чё. У тебя же там еще этот самурай Шрек. Сапки вчера дарил, мне прилетело тоже. Мотив для бегства.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Информация о покупке автомобиля.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Звучит на правду.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
Okay.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence, and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's
Richard
store.
Combs. Combs. Cock dealer. Да.
You know what?
Combs dealer.
I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
There's no need to put up with nameless wartime brands. 8 out of 10 say Spencer's taste more delicious. So while you sit back and relax,
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism.
Так, а как мне лучше поехать? Да, мне лучше, может, переехать.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes, I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Ой, блядь. Сори. У меня просто из бюджета это вычтут.
I think you're doing this on purpose.
Great cars, great price.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Да, ты уже второй дилер, который это говорит.
Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
Пипа клоун. Пипа клоун.
That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there too.
Так. Джин Арчер. Вот это разве Джин Арчер?
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Инженер, печатание транспортного средства. Типография марки. Вот. Тасан Кумпса. Ля-ля-ля. Калиф Амисон. Харрисон. 2400 машина. Квиджер. Фрейзер. Вроде все.
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Информация о
Can you tell us
сделке.
how you came to buy the car? Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Так.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Описание
Describe
подозреваемой.
this Gene Archer.
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
Чего? Вы что-нибудь знаете о фирме, которая печатает такие документы? Ничего, что я должен? Вообще-то не мое дело.
That's a lie, Coombs. You're printing the slips. This whole racket comes back to you.
So, I'm some kind of criminal kingpin. Son, I can't wait to see you prove it.
Ну, тут, наверное, больше сомнения.
Don't ask, you never find out. These
Бля.
pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
Блин, наверное, надо было показать... Хотя... Банковский чек. Ну, правда, это ж не могло быть. Бред какой-то.
When exactly did you hand over the check?
Close of play on Friday.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Did you double check all the paperwork? Who's it made out to?
Ну да.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a Marquee Printing Company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment.
San
Aliso
Pedro.
Street, near San Pedro.
Messages, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
$25 million. Little Miss Rory of Louisville, Kentucky.
Так. Автосалон Кумпс, Норт-Авеню, типография марки. Норт-Авеню съездим.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Да, погнали, съездим в отделение. Блин, там еще не закрытый автосалон. Может, там еще что-то есть.
All units, shots fired, officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia, Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, officer needs help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
Очень
I
приветливо.
want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Свидетельство про собственный Белацкий адрес над Фримонт. Да все ж на подставной адрес.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Where were you taking the car, Jane?
Blow it off, Greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Связь Арчер.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Да, что-то подозрительно.
You want my partner
Блять.
here to convince you that you do know her?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Gene Archer.
А что ему можно было предъявить? Блять. Можно же было предложить вымышленный адрес. Ща опять всяко ФК. Что-то я...
You got something to say? Let's hear it. You got something to say? Let's hear it.
Так. Продолжим.
Hey!
Так, угон
What
автомобиля.
happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Нифига.
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
An address, Velasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn guy.
Гордон владелец типографии марки Алиса Стрит 323. Окей.
I'm going to memorize your name and throw my head away.
Your GTA
Да,
suspect,
что
Gene
такое?
Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run.
Ну, погнали.
Go! She won't hang around.
Ну, садись. Так, Джин Арчер. Western Union. Ой, это же довольно популярные переводы денег.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. It's quite a lot of money.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Продавший угнанный автомобиль автосалон Кумпса. Угнанный Кайзер Фрейзер.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Машина, которую вы продали, оказалась краденой, мисс Арчер, так что денег не будет. Я все бумаги отдала при продаже, все было чисто.
You're lying, Gene.
You want to prove that, Buster? Try and prove that pink slip was not real.
Блин, Тут или сомнения, либо документы на авто. Так.
Can we just get this over with?
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made 0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Блин, я из-за того, что не допросил, провалил допрос с Беласко. Если только вымышленный адрес попробуют предложить, типа сомнения.
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
Жижа какая-то.
I like you. People say I have no taste, but I like you.
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Может, ей тоже надо было предложить вымышленный документ. Нет, ладно.
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not
Смотри, что
blind or dead
пропало
inside, are you?
распространение сижу,
Wait,
дьявол играет.
scrap
Да
that
нет,
second half
ничего.
question.
Я тут подтупливаю немножко в диалогах.
Blondes, I guess.
Прокаплю
Hallelujah,
все.
the man is human after all. Now we get
KGPL to any unit to 459.
I know you pennies is hiding from me. I will find you all and eat you. Yes, sir. Damn! Why these places have so much preparation H? Ooh-wee! Benny's give me speed.
Крошка Бэйн.
Get the hell down from there, you lunatic! You really need to lay off your pills.
Нифига ну его. Жесть, мы просто весь город в этот УАЗик сажаем.
Washington is again the nation's focal point as the 80th Congress convenes during one of the most crucial periods in the nation's history. Following the Republican landslide of 1946, the GOP now possesses a clear working majority in both branches of Congress. The Capitol awaits the arrival of President Truman to deliver his message. He shakes hands with Senator Vandenberg, President Pro Tem of the Senate, and Speaker Martin, both presiding over the joint session. Each receives a copy of the President's address. Mr. Truman confronts a Congress heavily weighted by the opposition. He delivers his message on the state of the Union.
Так, контора марки. Либо мне надо было сначала в контору марки, а потом уже к Джим Ричард.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. Advice?
We need to talk
We
to
have
the guy
some
in
questions
charge.
for you, Mr. Lightball.
Так, знания об угонах.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Поставка свидетельств.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Грузы, доставленные в автосалон Кумс.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
В смысле?
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Этот пыхтит. Заработался, бедняк.
Look for patterns, recurring
Так.
names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Коллекшн. Миллер. Так, ну тут вроде ничего. Дилан Кристофер, Лоуренс, Болдман, Оливер Ко. Ну, тут вроде нормально. Хендерсон, Бигелоу, Гаррисон Тенфолл. Окей. Бигелоу.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
KTI Radio is a member of the ACB network, American Century Broadcasting.
What do you think? I say it's time to bust open the warehouse.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Блин, может еще что-то пропустил. Бегилу. Ладно.
Can you drive to this one? And where exactly are we going?
Давай в Индастриал съездим, посмотрим, что там.
For a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh?
Kill a cop. It's the electric chair.
Блять, шляпу.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get grilled on the back on the way out.
А, это свой.
Covering fire!
How long do you think you can hold out?
I'm gonna put holes in you out.
Try the door at the end. I heard something.
Сейчас я шляпу заберу. Так, ну тут вроде ничего нет.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place. Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Так, лотерейные билеты какие-то. $50 заберу.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak. There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything. You can't just shoot up my place and leave me here.
Поговорим. Постановка
You know
свидетельств.
about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
Don't lie to me. I'm not in the mood for any more lies.
The slips are the real deal, and I order them from Marquis.
Коробка с документами.
I want a mouthpiece. The organization employs a very good one. Does a great job of keeping Mickey C out on the streets.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Ну, я и кадр, конечно.
All these cops, it's gonna be something big, right?
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Top of my class back. Now I'm waiting tables.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. You know, guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightfall, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Че я ему предъявлять буду? Мне ничего на него нет.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightfall.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightfall. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney. What you're doing here is slanderous,
Да в
detective.
смысле?
And you'll be hearing from my lawyer about it.
Gordon Lightfall, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Now where shall I start? With the 2 GTA suspects we had to let walk free? Or with the female suspect who, I am reliably told, slipped the leash with embarrassing ease? You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city. How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Говно. Бегал бандит, но не драк, с достаточным поощрением, но, возможно, дал показания против Лейтвелла. Ну, я, конечно, и сморозился.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Так, ладно. На сегодня хватит, что-то я в последнем деле задушился, что-то начал херню морозить. И все зафакапил. Все зафакапил. Ладно, спасибо всем за стримак. Если кто-то еще кто-то остался, Сереге спасибо. Все, всем хорошего вечера.